Alrighty, hello and welcome, everybody. Ben, I see your messages there. Yes, 5 ranked games. That's pretty good. 1-3, lost 5. Hey, that's all right. Again, like you mentioned, completely free. That can be the way to go. Get your foot in the door, test what you can do with a Dino deck, and learn where you want to go forward. For sure. It's always going to be interesting after the first tutorial matches, and any game, not just arena, likely what you get matched up with is a little bit funny. Whether it's 50 games, apparently that arena keeps you, matched with other brand new players, and then they take the training wheels off and who knows what you'll face. But I'm sure it's pretty similar to other games. But when it's free, it's good. All right. Tonight, I mean, if we go on some good streaks, we may get to Mythic. Oh boy, get excited. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. Got some new changes. Fantastic, I think. Potentially, yeah. That might happen. I've faced some people before watching the stream. It was pretty fun, definitely. But, I guess if you're in best of 3 ranked Explorer, yeah, there would be a potential chance. That'd be pretty fun. Dinos versus Dinos. I always love that matchup. Absolutely. But the list tonight, quite a few changes to go over. So let's get into that before the fantastic matches. We got Primal Might again. I've faced a lot of decks just today, yesterday, with big creatures, mid-range stuff, 4/5s, 5/5s. Sometimes they get even bigger than that, 6/6s. Abzan and Golgari ramping to the Gargoroth, a big 6/6 nasty thing. And Primal Might's been lovely, being able to take out anything big, or potentially early on just some threat that, maybe I was hoping for Storm's Wrath, or potentially Domri. So having 5 ways to fight is good. And then Primal Might, always good. Late game, sinking all the mana into something, swinging with someone big, and hopefully doing lethal. Putting in work. Oh, yes, absolutely. And speaking of Raptor Hatchling, we can go over that for anybody that doesn't know the combo, but we can talk about Raptor Hatchling just a little bit here. Once it loads. All right. Yes. Oh. Raptor Hatchling, again, can be absolutely fantastic with Marauding, of course. Reducing Raptor Hatchling to a single red. Marauding pings it to go to a 4/3, and then pings that token going to a 4 or 6/3. Yeah, math is hard. And then you're still left with a fantastic 3/3 trample. Hopefully they're wide open and you're able to swing with Marauding Raptor as a 6/3. But if you do get Ghalta, I don't know if you have any copies yet. I forget if you said, I think you have a couple copies you mentioned. But if you have Ghalta and 2 lands after playing Raptor Hatchling untapped, you'd be able to play her. Okay, good stuff. Yes. Perhaps you've had the scenario of Marauding Raptor turn 2, turn 3 you play your 3rd land, and good stuff. Good stuff. I'm happy to hear. You won't feel bad about having lots of Ghaltas. Certainly if somebody has removal, again, they're going to kill the queen, and that's a sad day. So having backups, always good. Again, usually because you're casting her for cheap anyways. So it's pretty easy to cast a second copy that same turn. Usually. Jinxed it. Oh, okay. That's how it goes. I usually jinx it for myself quite a few times during a night. Oh, the layout went kind of funny there. Let me go out and in. It's kind of weird, that glitch where it doesn't display right. Oh, the removal on Ghalta. That's all right. That's how it goes sometimes, unfortunately. It's understandable they would want to remove pretty much the best thing we can do. One of the best things to do in the game, in my opinion. So yeah, we'll look forward to Primal Might, take out some guys, Marauding Raptor, Huntmaster, and something new tonight. I've always wanted to try this. I may not have ever tried it on a stream. I can't quite remember. But Pillar of Origins, potentially quite fantastic for any tribal deck. When it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell of the chosen type. I like to use basically all dinos where, you know, some people are splashing creatures of other types, so it might not work in that scenario. But for me, I'm liking Pillar of Origins. Consider 2 lands. We got Otepec Huntmaster. Play that on turn 2. Turn 3, oh, we don't draw a 3rd land. We still get to go Pillar of Origins for 2. We get to tap it that same turn for a single red. Play Marauding Raptor. Keep the game plan alive. Hopefully, of course, we're getting to that 3rd land. But Pillar of Origins definitely can work in nicely as a replacement for Drover of the Mighty. Mostly, that's what it's a replacement for. Of course, it's kind of hurts losing that potential 3/3 as a backup if we don't need the mana. But there's just been so much removal. I wanted to do Pillar of Origins tonight. Domri, single copy. I think I should always at least have a single copy of that guy in there. Ripjaws and Shifting, as always. Regisaur, 4 of. I did cut 1 copy of Charging Monstrosaur just because I wanted to jam pack and start off with all 4 Carnage Tyrants. Yeah, again, lots and lots of removal. I've gone down a little bit in the standings, but starting off with 4 Carnage Tyrants, where last night, or the night before, I believe it was only 1 copy. And then 2 copies of Ghalta there. Actually, I just realized I didn't add in Lair of the Hydra, so we'll do that before we start. Sideboard, Storm's Wrath, Shifting Ceratops. I did move 3 copies into there just to, again, have the 4 total copies in the 75. Blossoming Defense. Switch that out just because I want even more protection. That seems to be really where it's at. Keep the game plan alive. And then some Graveyard Hate because I've been facing graveyard stuff. So certainly Soul Guide Lantern, nice being a turn 1 play. That's going to be bringing the pain. Definitely. But we got to get that Lair of the Hydra in there. Whew, I'm glad I do these deck overviews because usually that's when I catch when I miss Lair of the Hydra. My goodness. All right. No Carnage or Marauding. Hey, you know, eventually I think you'll get there. Oh, absolutely. Tons of powerful dinos. You don't necessarily need Carnage Tyrant or Marauding to really see that fast Ghalta. It's nice that you get to see Ghalta on turn 4 even without those, but eventually Marauding Raptor, that's going to serve you quite well. Absolutely. And I got to fill up on coffee. I just made a pot a little bit too late. Wasn't quite ready for starting tonight. Man, I love that Domri avatar. That's fantastic. I'm so happy I got that. Oh yes. Drover the Mighty, 1 green, reducing Ghalta by 3. Quite fantastic. Still left with a body because it's not like a temporary boost to power. It's an actual creature. So certainly Drover the Mighty is quite fantastic for that. I've always loved Drover for that fact. Ooh, this is looking pretty good. Rakdos again, start the night off. I actually faced Rakdos. Oh, maybe not Rakdos. Interesting. Well, we don't have protection. Pretty good chance they got... Ooh, they don't. My goodness. They didn't have something at instant speed. Oh, what is going on here? This actually has not happened in quite some time. Certainly we'll go Marauding and Ripjaw. That's just the classic fantastic. Ooh, boy. Well, I'm not going to attack. I want to preserve Marauding Raptor, but yes, thanks for the luck. I'll definitely need it. Certainly I'm going to be grinding pretty hard tonight, working on my website and the store, trying to figure out the exact theme and look of it. Haven't quite settled on one. I'm trying to test out different things and play with the fonts, the colors, all that stuff. Figure out what works best. Actually, I could go Pillar of Origins. Use that to play Regisaur. Oh, let's do that. There we go. Bam. I expect some sort of removal for somebody. Pretty sure. That's all right. That's still a ton of power. Ooh, ouch. Hopefully they don't have a sweeper and I didn't just jinx myself. Like I was mentioning, I specifically mentioned, what? That was not like 5 minutes ago. Primal Might. Stuff that's mid-range, big things. Elder Gargaroth has been giving me trouble. Bam. Winning. Right there. There you go. Done. Whew. We would not have won if we didn't have Primal Might. That's how you start it off. You just say how you've been having trouble with stuff and the thing showcases and shows up, but looking like kind of traditional Golgari mid-range, big things. Definitely leaving in Primal Might because that was stunning. Drawing a card as well is, whew. Now they got some small creatures being mid-range. Storm's Wrath potentially could be pretty good. Nothing at instant speed to take out the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. That, again, has been pretty problematic with Rakdos mid-range and other black-based stuff. But they definitely have removal. If they have more removal in the sideboard, they're probably bringing it in, so I'm just going to slap in the Blossoming Defenses. I could see cutting Huntmaster, but again, the removal aspect, scary. And Pillar of Origins, if I get it down, could be kind of clunky. It wouldn't help to cast a Huntmaster. So there's that to keep in mind. Nothing much graveyard related. It's not Rakdos, so don't need to bring in Soul Guide Lantern. Shifting Ceratops, could be nice, but they're not blue-based. Definitely want to keep Ripjaw. We'll keep it like that. We got the 4 Carnage Tyrants. That's going to be good. Not so good. Yeah. If we had 2 lands, I'd probably risk it. Definitely because there's Tamiyos there. Also not so hot. Nuts. Okay, that's gonna do it. Hey, pretty hard to fatal push a Pillar of Origins. I kind of want to keep Carnage Tyrant. Yeah. I think there's a pretty good chance we get to it. We might be just too... Oh, interesting. Kind of like Primal Might as well. Keep the Primal Might. We don't have 2 mana untapped, unfortunately, for turn 2, but still, it should be good. Next turn, Pillar of Origins for 2, tap it, and we would have 2 still for Marauding Raptor, but I feel they'll probably have removal for it. I'm just going to go for it, and with Blossoming Defense, I bet I'll be saving Marauding. Hopefully they don't have a backup Fatal Push. Phew. Or other removal this turn. That's a fast Elder Gargaroth, my goodness. Question is, could we take it out? Blossoming to make it Marauding a 4/5. The biggest we can make it is a 5/6, unfortunately. Still go Pillar of Origins. Could possibly play Carnage Tyrant next turn if we draw another land. We'll have to take at least a hit from that Gargaroth, unfortunately. Oh, 2 Elder Gargaroths. That might do us in. Nuts. Nope, we're not busting through that. As I say. Some big creatures. Ouch. The pain. Alright. Let's go Blossoming Defense again. Maybe double Blossoming Defense just to increase somebody's power enough. Fight them with Primal Might. That'd take a lot of cards for sure, but if it is the right play, I could definitely see doing it. Certainly nice being able to keep the opening hand. Having 2 on tap for turn 2 as well. I bet they have removal for that Marauding there. Just a guess. Hopefully no Thoughtseize. Oh, and we're off to the races. We might be able to get Regisaur Alpha next turn. Not today. Hopefully not this turn either. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Lots of lands. It is pretty good. Definitely Regisaur, Charging. I'm going to go with Charging just because it costs 5. Swing with everything. Probably want to take opportunity of... Oh, they don't want to kill the Charging. Interesting. Could have removal for it, unfortunately. Assassin's Trophy, maybe. Extinction Event. Well, well, well. That's alright, we still got Shifting. Maybe. Oh, Vraska can't take that out. You can sideboard, yeah. They could definitely have 2 extinct for sure. I just really want to slow down their card draw. Eventually taking out Vraska. Could potentially have slapped them, but we got protection for Shifting. Yeah, if you win, you can still sideboard. You should be able to. They keep sacrificing their lands. That feels pretty good. Interesting. What are they not drawing? That is the question. Hey, no, that's all good. All good. Sometimes I have forgotten to add a sideboard to my deck, so if it doesn't have one, it just instantly goes right to the next match, unfortunately. Ooh, definitely Marauding.
I'll get you there.
Oh yeah, no, that can happen. The Gargoyle, the arch nemesis. We should still be able to go Regisaur or Carnage Tyrant next turn. Oh, Blossoming Defense as well. Interesting. Well, certainly Regisaur Alpha. That's going to be a lot of power coming out. Question is, do I want to fight and take out the Gargoyle? I think so. Alright, hopefully they don't have another one. Or an extinction event, which would be not completely one-sided. We'd still be left with either shifting or... There we go. I was getting a little bit worried. Some nasty removal. But we got her done. We had some fun. Whew. Primal Might. Showing up strong. Absolutely. Excuse me. Alright, just jump right back into it. While I wait for the opponent, I'm just going to go get a cup of coffee. Yeah, it definitely seemed like a little bit too much stomp. Heaven, how's it going? Hopefully you're having a good night, a good evening. Oh, there we go. Alrighty. I can work with that. Definitely nice. Tons of ramping potential. Pillar of Origins. Heaven, if you didn't... yes, the coffee is summoned. Go first. Good stuff. But yeah, Pillar of Origins, I'm excited. Hopefully that's going to be a pretty important player here. Much more durable than Drover of the Mighty, that's for sure. See if it's safe to go Marauding Raptor. Turn 2. Gee, they got one black. Oh, absolutely fantastic avatar. You had a good suggestion with Domri there. It just fits Dinos perfectly. But, I wonder if they have Fatal Push. Who knows? Well, they probably had a Fatal Push, I think. Pillar of Origins, Marauding, Land. Good stuff. We got Regisaur Alpha next turn, even if Marauding dies. That's pretty fantastic. Soren, mono black vampires, I think. Or he just kills Marauding, which would also be bad. Okay, Dusk. Oh, it's not. Huh. Well, this is getting interesting. Certainly Regisaur Alpha, and then we're going to be killing somebody. Oh, good stuff. I'm happy you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed revisiting it. Definitely nice seeing all the stuff we face. Yeah, definitely. Hopefully you get lucky with Ghalta. I would say at least 2 copies in any Dino deck. I would never go with 1 copy of Ghalta, I think. Somebody powerful enough to take out Evelyn the Covetous. Actually, just Marauding Raptor. Make him as powerful as possible, but taking out this nasty vampire, oof, not good. Throw everything at Soren, because I don't like Soren. Gifted Aetherborn is certainly going to block probably Marauding Raptor, I would have... Oh, interesting. Well, technically you could have multiple Ghaltas if you do Mirror Hall. The new legendary rule doesn't apply from Neon Dynasty. Yeah, definitely. I think it's pretty fantastic. It would be pretty fantastic. I think Tamiyo's probably should just be in pretty much all the time now. At least I'll probably have it. Tamiyo's in every list. Maybe Blossoming Defense, Snakeskin Veil, something like that. Ooh, Charging Monstrosaur, that's also painful. I'm just going to keep slamming them. They got to block to win, or live. Unfortunately going to 4, but we still have 2 nice little bodies there. Oh, Carnage Tyrant. There we go. Guess I shouldn't have attacked. That didn't make a whole lot of sense. Huntmaster, don't exactly need that guy. Alright, let's think. Gifted Aetherborn would kill it. We deal 4, they gain 2. We'll wait and see what they have up their sleeve. I'd like a Primal Might on Carnage Tyrant there. That's not Primal Might. Well, hopefully soon. That's going to do the trick. Making Carnage Tyrant an 11-10. Taking out Calatus. Ooh, they're getting a bunch of goodies on the board. But Ghalta. Oh, shoot. We got to kill Evelyn ASAP. Next turn. Oh boy. She has to die. Well, I mean, it's not Primal Might. Now, they can play Tamiyo's Safekeeping. We got to keep that in mind. Think we have to attack him this turn? If it's not this turn, well, it's not any turn. 2 in a row. Good stuff. Good stuff. Sacked all his things. Interesting. Oh, he absolutely does fit Gruul decks. 100%. Yes, definitely. Dragons also nasty, powerful. They're going to be gaining too much life here, but we'll take out some things at least. They're going to cast Tamiyo's on somebody. Yeah. We're not, again, not busting through that. We got close. Yeah, they did have, where was it? They did have the Ghalta, which they were absolutely going to play the next turn. I had definitely no way to deal with a Ghalta on the opposing side from Evelyn the Covetous putting a collection counter on it. Tough indeed. If they had, you know, some other spell other than Ghalta, I might have done it. Might have held back, but I certainly wasn't winning that if I played even safer, unfortunately. But it's mono black vampires. Potentially, Storm's Wrath could be pretty decent here. When there's two queens, you have to decide which one you keep. You could attack with a Ghalta. She's tapped. Play the second copy of Ghalta just to have her untapped for a following turn, maybe as a blocker. And yeah, you can sacrifice the one you attacked with. That could be some scenario where it might be useful to play that second copy. Yeah, definitely. That would be nice if it didn't resolve. I'd certainly get a lot more wins in that case. Rampaging Ferocidon would be pretty good in this scenario, but he's not in the list, unfortunately. I'll keep it as is. I was thinking Storm's Wrath, but a lot of their stuff, it can get counters, it can get bigger, out of range of Storm's Wrath, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh, that looks pretty good. Hopefully they don't have a fatal push for our Huntmaster here. Well, I don't need a second one, that's for sure. Maybe I could use a second one. I'd rather an actual body. Well, we don't have protection. Oh. If I had protection, I would have held off there. We drew protection. Well, maybe that teaches me a lesson. Yeah, if you controlled a legendary and they played another legendary the same type, yeah, you would have to... The person who was controlling it originally would have to sacrifice theirs, I believe, which was absolutely nasty. Siege Rhino deck, turn 1 Thoughtseize, and that's always going to be painful. Eventually, we'll get to Carnage Tyrant. Luckily, they haven't popped off too much, so we still have a chance here. A slim chance, I think. I feel that even with the one Tamiyos, in the current situation, would have used it, they probably would have had removal for it a following turn anyways. So, I may have mostly gone to waste, unfortunately. Would have deterred a little bit of aggression from the Dusk Legion Zealots, though, which could have been kind of nice. Oh, lands for days. All right, Carnage Tyrant next turn. Cross your fingers they don't have a Thoughtseize for this guy. The best of the best. Let's go Dinos. Yes, you said it. Again, there's a little bit of loss prevention. If I did lose this one, I wouldn't drop out of Diamond 2, so that's kind of nice. But I would have to win the following one to stay in it. Kind of thinking Rampaging Ferocidon would be a good addition. I keep saying I should re-add him in. Something that's life gain related, vampires a little bit. Some decks can have that as, oh, the queen, my goodness. We get the queen next turn and we have protection for her. Whew. Yes, small death touchers, absolutely. So having a sweeper like Storm's Wrath, now that I think about it, that would have been absolutely fantastic. Oof. If we win this one, I'm going to add in Storm's Wrath. At least they'll only attack with the Gifted Aetherborn, so that's kind of nice. It stops some of that aggression. If they, well, oh, they do. They have enough to give Knight of the Ebon Legion Death Touch, so we got to keep that in mind. Origins for 2. Yeah. And we would still have 1 left over for Tamiyos. I think we got a pretty good chance here with protection on Ghalta. You would hope. I could possibly swing with Carnage Tyrant, force him to sink 3 into Knight of the Ebon Legion, giving it Death Touch. But okay, well, we gotta use Tamiyos. Hopefully they don't have a backup. Whew. Phew. But they can't sink 3 into Knight of the Ebon Legion, so that's the cue to attack with Carnage Tyrant. Alright. They might have more removal for her, unfortunately. I figured that was the case. They either play a creature and keep Gifted Aetherborn back to have something with Death Touch that... Oh, small advantages, yes. Oh, okay, they're just popping it right now. Huh. Well, they feel pretty good about their position, and I certainly would as well, because we don't need any more ramp, unfortunately. 21, 22, no. It might be 20 lands now that I think about it. Yeah, you know, that's alright. Games like these are bound to happen again, whether you have 18, 20, 22, 24. At some point, you're just gonna draw the ramp. We would have to block Knight of the Ebon Legion to have at least a chance of surviving. We do get to take him out, which is quite nice. Done like dinner. That's alright. Like I mentioned, that 1 loss prevention, not dropping out of Diamond 2 is pretty good. That was a lot of fatal pushes. Or you're saying in your game. I know I face a lot of fatal pushes. I can't add Storm now, unfortunately. That match is sadly over. Lost in 2, but Noxious Grasp absolutely is painful stuff. I'm kind of wondering if they had that second copy in hand, they still had enough mana to cast it, responding to the Tamiyos to take Ghalta out. Ah. Sometimes you just can't escape removal. I know the feeling. It feels pretty bad, for sure. But when dinos prevail, and they will prevail, it feels good. Especially after they've used tons of removal, they've blown all their gas, then you land some good creatures, they got nothing to kill those ones. And you just sort of run away with things. And then you have protection for those few creatures that you do play. It's pretty good. 3 alphas and 2 Ghaltas. Ah, that is pain and suffering. Yeah, definitely hearing that just confirms again the usefulness, at least, of Tamiyo's Safekeeping. Indestructible would allow us to survive Death Touch, of course, with those little creatures, Knight of the Ebon Legion and the whatchamacallit, the other one. My brain is blanking right now. Hopefully we get something else instant speed, 1 green, gives indestructible. I would like that. Oh, Trainer James, how's it going? Hopefully you're having a good night. Jetmir, oh. I've been thinking about going towards that, trying Jetmir dinos in Alchemy. Definitely some cool, wacky things there. It is. Tamiyo's common. I know, crazy stuff. Tamiyo's being, speaking of Tamiyo's, but this hand is not one I want to keep. But yeah, Fatal Push, always going to be a headache. Something, definitely better. Certainly, so many Fatal Pushes, you can't Fatal Push a Pillar of Origins. I'm definitely quite happy with that. Again, you know, we have too much ramp, unfortunately, but if you're stuck with Drover the Mighty or Pillar of the Origins only as your things ramping, it's probably better for Pillar. Drover the Mighty could potentially block something, I guess. I like the bigger body of Charging Monstrosaur. I was thinking about that. The fact of Vigilance, absolutely anything that can give Vigilance to... Well, this might be Azorius Control now. Hear that? You jinxed it. You jinxed it saying a Wandering Emperor or something. I'm going to try for Huntmaster. Oh, no sensor. That is good. Very good. Yeah, Vigilance to protect at least hey, Portable Hole as well is also pretty painful. We got Pillar of Origins. Let's go. Maybe next turn Ripjaw. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. All good in the hood. I would really like a Tamiyo's. Maybe building up to a sweeper or something. Shifting Ceratops, can't counter that. Pillar of Origins from Ixalan. Enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. I'm not attacking because I think there's that Wandering Emperor. But yeah, you choose a creature type and you tap it, add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell of the chosen type. Vanishing Verse. Oh, that is painful. Well, that's partly why, you know, I have Pillar of Origins versus Drover the Mighty. We are still left with something at least. But yeah, fantastic uncommon. I think it's worth a try if a Dino list or whatever tribal list has enough of that specific tribe to make it work. If you're kind of splashing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, it might not be as consistent as you're looking for. Well, we got a lot of bodies. I think that's probably going to be it. If we don't draw at least a land next turn for Ripjaw, that's alright. Lots of lands the previous game, not so much this one. Oh, the Tireless Tracker, my goodness. I don't get tired of Tireless Tracker, but it is painful. It grows big, fast, sacrificing all those clues. Scary stuff. Very scary stuff indeed. Blossoming Defense? I mean, they do have a fair bit of targeted removal. Of course, Tamiyo's the indestructible, protecting against, you know, the likely board wipes. That's going to be good. Von Pickle. I'm not sure. Von Pickle Bottom. It might be. Hey, I got killed too, so we're kind of similar in that regard. Ripjaw, probably not doing a whole lot. Certainly switching the Ripjaws for the shifting. usually makes sense in this matchup. Primal Might. I kind of feel like cutting the Huntmaster. They got portable holes and things, at least 3 of the Huntmasters. Primal Might has sometimes been a very fantastic finisher, taking out, excuse me, taking out the one creature they have and then swinging for lethal with that powered up whatever it is. I've won against Azorius Control with Primal Might before, so nothing for 2 or 3. Take the chance. Certainly could be a lot worse than that. Definitely nice seeing protection for something eventually. Lots of protection. Okay, okay. Nothing's dying whenever we play it. That's for sure. Hopefully they have a bunch of portable holes in hand and that stuff's just sitting there. All right. Blossoming Safekeeping. I was thinking about TikTok, but I'll probably just stick to YouTube Shorts. I don't do those a whole lot either, so. I would definitely go with Tamiyo's just because it is a common and gives indestructible. They're both somewhat similar, but certainly Tamiyo's. That's what I would choose. Maybe add 2 blossoming defense, 1 or 2, just to have a slight bit more protection. Oh, there's the wandering, as you said. Well, well, well. Right, we can play something. Will it get countered? That's the question. Let's try. That's alright. Might be Carnage Tyrant next turn. I assume they had some sort of counter spell. They would counter it whenever we play it, unfortunately. Alright, Marauding. Good stuff. If they don't counter it, it's living. 100%. Oh, this is a different one. This is a 24/7 music loop. I'll link it for you guys quickly if you ever want to check it out. I linked it right at the beginning of the stream, but bam, there we go. I can choose what stream I want to listen to. This is just their 24/7 one that I've been enjoying quite a bit. Right. We're going to stop this. Blossoming defense to trade with the samurai there. That. Another blossoming. So hold on, buddy. I don't know about this. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It's very clunky. The on the phone is pretty good. Hey, hold on there. He lives. I probably shouldn't have done that, but it was pretty cool to see. Maximum saving power. Well, we could play Carnage Tyrant. I do like playing Carnage Tyrant. Let's play Carnage Tyrant. Good stuff. Yeah, this the channel that I found it on, they make lots of video game themed music, Zelda, that sort of stuff. It's pretty nice. But this one I think is pretty good to start out with. I'll definitely try listening to all the different ones they have for sure, and hope they don't have a sweeper coming up. They have a sweeper coming up. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, the shifting. I was hoping for the good buddy shifting. We'll give it haste. Pressure the Wandering Emperor again. They'll definitely want to preserve it. No sweeper. Wandering Emperor might actually exile shifting now that I think about it. Okay. See if they counter Primal Might. Don't want to sink everything into it. Oh, Fateful Absence. That is fateful. Oh, the Queen's not going to help us now. Yeah, that might be it. They got Teferi, they got the Wandering Emperor. This is always an uphill battle, tough matchup. But again, I do like practicing against it. Bant Dinosaur Control Deck. I have been wondering about adding blue, actually, tamer colors, red, green, and blue. I think there could be something there just to have a little bit extra oomph against stuff. But something to counter their painful things. Or Heroic Intervention could be something to consider for sure. Excuse me. Take the ferry down to 6. I would like to take him out, if possible. But again, things might be too far gone here. Card draw, counters, extra support. Could potentially look at blue colored things at the end of tonight just to see what's what. Oh, the Shifting Ceratops would have been nice against the Dream Trawler there. Definitely. Oh, creeping up to 8 concurrent viewers already. And it hasn't even been that long. Well, potentially might have squeaked something out there. I don't think anybody's Wallace face. Dream Trawler in the sideboard. Oh, yeah, that is something to consider for sure. I've always liked the Dream Trawler. Gaining life, potential for hexproof, big, nasty flyer, drawing lots of cards. Drawing cards with Ripjaw to power up the Dream Trawler for an even bigger swing. Could be something interesting there. The white would be pretty hard. Dream Trawler needing double white. I don't know about that. Might be kind of difficult. And if it was Bant Dinos, I'd be kind of sad seeing red go bye-bye, unfortunately. Oh, okay. Good stuff. Atsu, Eddie, Yusha, 1919. I don't know. Oh, that looks pretty fantastic. Certainly something I'm happy to keep. Is it? Grixis. Maybe this is it Phoenix? That would be pretty exciting. Haven't faced that in quite some time. Well, we'll try for Marauding. They could have removal. Counterspell. Well, they made it disappear, that's for sure. Oof. Jeskai. This is going to be painful. Might be a little bit too slow now. Ripjaw. Oh, they don't have any counters. That resolved instantly, so it's nice to see. I don't think it's too much in Explorer. Well, yep, Jeskai, Transmogrify, Agent of Treachery is done now. It's a quick matchup, that's for sure. But certainly Shifting Ceratops is the thing you want, and Blossoming Defense also. Hey, that's a bummer. But yeah, like I said, quick matches. Cat Oven, not too much. Rakdos mid-range in Explorer doesn't seem to use the Cat Oven combo at all. I've never really seen it. Once, 2 nights ago. But for the most part, they've cut it, and yeah, I just don't see it that often. Certainly it's probably a little more, well, maybe it's not as popular in Historic now with the cat getting nerfed that it can't block. That was pretty sweet. I enjoyed seeing that. The tough deck, the cheating Agent of Treachery deck. They don't have a lot of creatures, certainly none that, well, they would block Ripjaw Raptor. They want to preserve their stuff so that they can sacrifice it, getting basically the only creature out that they have, or the only creature in the deck being Agent of Treachery, so they just cheat it out. Unholy Heat, Meat Hook nerfed. Oh, it was a beautiful time when that's happened, absolutely. But knowing it's the deck it is, Recharging. Cleric Tribal? Oh, Haunting Voyage. Speaking of Haunting Voyage, I have wanted to go back to Jund just for that. Getting all the dinos from the graveyard, or 2 dinos if it makes sense. That would be... Oh, this is the hand I'm looking for. Mill would absolutely do that, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Having that tribal payoff, especially clerics being Orzhov, white and black, I believe. Very good stuff. Probably Tillinally's Knight, just because I think it survives the ping from Marauding if you get Marauding. It becomes a 3/3 if you control a dinosaur, I think. I don't know, I might have to whip some Haunting Voyage list up tonight, I think. Gonna hold one back for Tamiyo's to save Marauding Raptor there. I think they're gonna want to kill it. They brought in more removal, I would imagine. Not today. The prophecy is that we win. This game, at least. Unfortunately, not that 4th land for Regisaur, but they might also have sweepers as well. I did kind of want one Marauding to kick the can, just because I'm hoping to draw a 4th land this turn. Not a 4th land, but it's shifting, and we're taking out the Wandering Emperor. Oh, Haunting Voyage Regisaur Alpha. Absolutely, that is something I've been quite excited about. Giving everything you bring back haste for likely a lethal swing. Unfortunately, the Wandering Emperor is a good planeswalker, and understandable that they brought that in. But we're still winning, 18-20. I think we got him on the ropes here. Yes, one marauding. It would be kind of risky, I guess, if you have one marauding out, one marauding in the graveyard, and you brought back all the dinos. You can't choose to not bring back that marauding in the graveyard, and then it would kill most stuff, unfortunately. So yeah, that was one factor I've been worried about. I'm just going to attack with everything. I want to take out their creature tokens if they block with anyone. Hopefully there's no Transmogrify next turn, but I feel it's coming up. Okay. So I think they don't have a Transmogrify because they blocked with both those creatures. They'd want to save at least one for it, I would think. I'd probably say Burning Sun's Avatar. Absolutely, it's non-legendary. I wouldn't sink wild cards into. Could use Tamiyo's, I guess, but... Alright, Primal Might for 2 to take out... Good old Regisaur. Swing in with the token and see what they block with. And hope they don't have another Transmogrify up their sleeve. It definitely more risk. Certainly you want to swing with a tally the turn you play it. Absolutely. Just to get the payoff. So hopefully, yeah, you have a Huntmaster. Give a tally haste for sure. You gotta go. Alright, hopefully. Good luck with your matches if you are playing more. Definitely Burning Sun's a bit more utility. Pressure him. I could have expected a wandering. I think, yeah, I would definitely prefer Burning Suns. All right, let's get a good body coming up here. That's not a good body. Yeah, that's right. It was a quick match. It was a fun match. Hadn't faced Jeskai Transmogrify in quite some time. It's always nice having Shifting Ceratops, or at least the potential. Agent of Treachery. They're excited to get Transmogrify, get it down. They're going to steal Agent, or Shifting Ceratops, I should say, and then they realize they can't steal Shifting Ceratops because it has protection from blue. Does the trick. But Wandering Emperor also does the trick, unfortunately. Xylophono. Nah, not quite fast enough. Actually, no. Well, I'll keep it. I think we'll draw something a little bit cheaper that we can play. Tamiyo's, nice to see. Mono blue, oh, maybe. At least we will be able to protect Huntmaster. Hopefully no counter spell here, but... Well, definitely nice seeing Shifting Ceratops. What are they thinking? think we might have him on the ropes. Certainly want to leave that 1 mana up for Tamiyos to save Huntmaster. Likely I don't need to save Shifting if it is mono blue. Oh, Azorius control again. Well, what I thought was Azorius control the previous match. We'll try for Regisaur. If they have a count, hey, I expected it. It definitely does. It absolutely 100%. I think I'll wait. I'll continue to swing with stuff. Shifting at least. March of Otherworldly Light absolutely has been You jinxed it in a good way. There we go. Woohoo. I hope that helped. It's definitely nice seeing them expend so many resources. Oh. Well, Solar Updraft, maybe it is a winning matchup. In this case, at least. Hey, don't be sorry, because we brought the... Yes, yeah. I figured they had a sweeper, board wipe, something, but... Certainly they were low enough. They saw the writing on the wall, which was quite nice. I was so tempted to go a Regisaur, a Charging Monstrosaur there, but seeing the Tamiyos, I figured Shifting would be threatening enough. It would absolutely force them to do something to it. Yeah, you either pop off, you don't. The saving stuff with Tamiyos certainly does the trick. Not super resilient, yeah. But, I mean, if you love dinos enough, you can find the wins as long as you're persistent and consistent. You can get the job done. Yeah, I like the blossoming. All of the blossomings. Yeah, not being so resilient hasn't stopped me so far. It's been 4 years. Or 4 years, I think. Something like that. This certainly seems... Oh my goodness. This seems like a resilient hand. Yeah. A 1-drop, a really good 1-drop dino, absolutely. That'd be fantastic. Hopefully they can't do something to Huntmaster. I figured I'd take the chance since they only had 1 mana up. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, Angel Tribal got absolutely fantastic option with Ghalta, I believe her name is. One day it's going to happen. And I think someday this week it's the reveal stream for next year's sets. And I'm thinking, crossing my fingers, we're going to Muraganda in 2023. Hopefully getting a bunch more dinos there. Oh, they're stumbling a bit. I think we got a good chance here, folks. Well, it's okay. Some 2-drop Lord. I would even be ecstatic with a 3-drop Lord. Even a 4-drop. I think it's all but guaranteed. Dinos will get it eventually. We'll get more support one day. It's gonna happen. Couldn't quite get to Ghalta with double blossoming defense. We'll still attack with shifting, and shifting is indestructible. Not dying. Ever. I use Blossoming Defense, of course. It's going to stop this, deal more damage. Quite nice. Man, this is exciting. This is why I jammed 4 Tamiyos, 4 Blossoming Defense, just for scenarios like this. Good luck. I think we got a good chance here. Oh, nah, I'm gonna hold back. I want this protection for the shifting. We're swinging for the fences. That does the trick. Okay. But we get a land, which is quite nice. It's tapped, unfortunately. We certainly will play this shifting. Hopefully they don't have another settle or something to deal with it. Farewell. Okay, okay. They feel pretty good about their chances. Smack them. I think it could work. Potentially. We've got Secluded Courtyard, Unclaimed Territory. Absolutely, absolutely. There's potential there. Wish I had another land to save charging, but that's how it goes sometimes. Oh, but we got the shifting. Alright. Gonna hold that back till I have lots of mana to save it. All 10 triumphs. Ooh. The tap lands, that might be a little bit slow. Yeah, I think, there's good potential. 5-color Dino deck. I like it. I'm just going to let the 4 through. I imagine they would have a counter spell or removal for shifting if I decided to block the Samurai, unfortunately. Might have another Settle the Wreckage as well. Trample. Oh boy. Not today. Could possibly have used Blossoming Defense to get him down to 1, but I wanted 2 protection spells. Oh, here goes nothing. They gotta be scared. They gotta do something. Not today. Not today. Yes. Holy cow. There we go. I had a hunch. Jam-pack protection. And just keep slapping it. And slapping it and slapping it. Whew. You don't do that in 2 very often. You expect to drop at least a game, but... Alright, yeah, very good win. Even if I lose the rest tonight. Showcasing how you can do stuff like that. Man, that was good. That's super satisfying. Nope, 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 nope. Not today. Oh. An honest win. An honest win. Absolutely. I just thought of a new emote. Some not today Dino. I don't know how it would look, but for scenarios like this, maybe like a haha, got you sort of style. Something for, oh yeah, oh, that's good. That's good. Or the popcorn Dino. That would also be pretty satisfying. Whew. Alright. Let's continue that. Smug Dino? Yes. Yeah, that would work too. Yeah. Gnep. Probably a little slow. I do like seeing 3 lands. If it was on the draw, I might actually keep that, but... Oh, okay, well, it's actually a little better. I hope and cross my fingers I draw a third land. I like seeing both Ripjaws. Maybe it doesn't matter too much, but turn 1 Thoughtseize, you know, do you love it? Oh, quite a bit. Trainer James, absolutely. I play on my phone as much as humanly possible. Good stuff. But yeah, maybe 10 matches a day on my phone. Play a bunch here. Yeah, try to keep it up. Sometimes I play after the stream ends. Usually I work on the thumbnail and that sort of stuff. Backup pillar. It's always lovely finding the replacement exactly of the thing you played. Hopefully you also find some more ramp. Would have been nice having both of them. Would have been able to cast the Ripjaws. Phew. Okay, well, try for it. Likely they have a counter spell, but we'll draw that out here. Sensor makes sense. Esper control. Well, we might not be winning this one. They're down to 12 though, which is quite nice. Okay, it resolved. And it died. Oh yeah, absolutely. I have wondered about getting someone for thumbnails. Definitely. Maybe once I get bigger and I just really don't have time for that, but that would be something I'd certainly consider outsourcing. For sure. Right, let's try and take Teferi down a notch. I figured they would do something like that. That's unfortunate, it got a bug. I've still had this same account right from the beta. Pretty satisfying. Don't take out Regisaur. We got protection for the good guy. They don't see Carnage Tyrant, but I feel they have sweepers and something like that. So I'm going to try and take Teferi down a notch. Oh, Wandering Emperor, we know. Guess I could have powered up Regisaur. Been enough to take out Teferi, possibly. But they could have also had, oh, Dovin's Veto. Okay. Yeah, Teferi being at 8, that's going to be tough. He's going to ultimate next turn, and his ultimate is a nasty one. Whenever they draw a card, they exile a permanent. Simply. Well, they can't exile Carnage Tyrant, which is quite nice. That may be our saving thing right there. Make Carnage Tyrant big with Primal Might. That could be a nice swing. I don't think I got that, no. Oh, each opponent sacrifices a creature. Well, we're not winning this one, that's for sure. Yeah, definitely shifting, blossoming. Oof, yeah, extra protection. Worked good against Azorius. Yeah, I heard about that bug though. That was a nasty. Very unfortunate. I'm hearing birds on the music. I have my headphones just off to the side and turned up the volume slightly just in case it does cut out and I can jump right back in and restart it. Oof, there we go. This looks pretty promising. Always lovely to see Sheltered Thicket for sure. I'm going to go for it. If that was an untapped source of black, I probably wouldn't have. Oh, interesting. Don't counter it, please. Oh boy. Oh, there we go. There we go. I imagine they would have done some removal on it anyways this turn. Maybe not. Oh, okay. Oh, good stuff. Yeah, the bird. I just heard bird sounds because they're kind of loud. Kind of surprised me. Oh, we don't quite have lethal next turn, but it's going to be close. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, Regisaur Alpha. Hopefully no counter for it. Big damage coming out. This might be a win. Not lethal this turn, of course, but will protect whoever they target. I hope. Oh, they're desperate. Oh boy, you gotta love it. I think we got him. Play a sweeper, you know you wanna. I should maybe have some intense music for oh, there we go. All right, 1-1. Let's see. Yeah, basically keep it all the same. Definitely taking out Ripjaw Raptor. That's feels like the right way to go. Yeah, let's have some more protection. Hopefully, Huntmaster surviving again would be nice, but they saw the explosive potential. So I think if... Oh, that's a keeper. That's definitely a keeper. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it is animated a little bit for a classic card, Damnation. But, yeah, I guess. It's kind of imposing. Sucking out all the life of stuff. Bet they have a counterspell for something. But we don't have protection, so I'm going to try for Pillar of Origins. Hey, probably had to happen at some point. It's one less sensor. Right, Pillar of Origins again. Could have gone Marauding, but again, I think they had something. Dream Hands, I hope. Nuts. So they would have killed either. Okay, we can protect Marauding. Hopefully. Oh, good stuff. Alright, as long as we draw a land next turn, we might be off to the races here. Try it. You know you wanna. Well, we're not going to be blocking that. Don't want to be forced to use Tamiyos to save Marauding again. Probably going to use something to kill it, I would think. Technically, I could play Huntmaster, save it with Tamiyos, but not a good use of it. That's hard to say why the Chandra code doesn't work. Perhaps, potentially, it could have been used up. You may have mistyped the code, possibly even one tiny uppercase, lowercase could throw it off for sure. This thing is getting big though. I don't like it. All right. Big Samurai. Yeah, it's hard to say. It depends what or where you got it from. somebody may have unfortunately already used it, even though it was said it wasn't used. It's hard to say. Oh, that's interesting then. I would have assumed from a local game store that it would work. Huh. Yeah, not sure what to say. Yep, that's going to do it. Unfortunately, Liliana's Triumph is pretty darn good. Nasty card. Very scary. Each opponent sacrifices a creature, and if they control the Liliana Planeswalker, we'd also discard a card, and oh, that is painful. I don't know, you could potentially email support, see what the case is. You might have to send a picture of the code showing that you actually have the physical copy of it. But yeah, all I can think of is that it was maybe typed in slightly incorrectly. That's all I can think of, due to the fact you got it from a local game store. Maybe we face another Azorius control. It would be pretty sweet to take down 2 of them in one night. That hasn't happened in quite some time. Penguin Jaw. Something black related with that Liliana avatar, I think. Turn 1 Thoughtseize coming up. Could be a lot worse than that. At least we eventually get to Regisaur. 2 Regisaurs. Hopefully something cheap before then. Another Esper. The game wants to make me feel the pain. Because I made Azorius Control feel the pain so bad, winning in 2. They're like, Dinos shouldn't have done that. We gotta set the Dinos back a bit. Karma, perhaps. Something like that. We can protect it at least. Excuse me. We cannot protect it at least. It's 1 less sinister sabotage. Well, we got 5 lands. We got Regisaur, Charging. Hopefully 1 lands, comes around to our turn. We have 1 for Tamiyos to save it. Maybe double Tamiyos would be pretty nice. No, I want to try for Huntmaster. I would imagine they'd probably save counter spells removal for the big thing I play afterwards. Definitely Ghalta, definitely. Just because it's easy to cast, usually big, impactful. Gishath, though, I mean, potentially you could get some fantastic hits depending if you do enough damage. But, yeah. I'd probably go with Ghalta. Oh, discontinue for arena. That could be why. Regisaur it is. Maybe. That's okay. That's okay. Again, it's one less counterspell, and we got tons more fantastic bodies coming up. I would hope at least they would run out of counterspells, but they got a pretty padded hand, unfortunately. Kind of making me wish I had brought in, or kept in, Barrier Breach, exiling 3 target enchantments. Kind of cut it just because I wasn't facing much enchantment-related stuff, and Reflection of Kiki-Jiki and Rakdos midrange. Once it flips and becomes a creature, I can easily enough take that out with a sweeper that I've been probably holding off on playing. Oof. Regisaur again. Oh, no. Well, 2 Tamiyos. Huntmaster is never dying, that's for sure. Not today. Well, they had to expend a lot of resources. A pretty good chance I'll be able to slam Charging Monstrosaur next turn. Actually, I'll probably go Regisaur Alpha. Potential of hasty Ghalta would be pretty good. They have lots of sweepers, to be expected. Oh, that doesn't eat up anything. Not going to attack, I expect a Wandering Emperor. If Charging Monstrosaur, oh, Vanishing Verse, also good. Definitely Shifting, Carnage Tyrant. I'm kind of sad that I haven't seen a Carnage Tyrant yet. I got, again, 4 copies to start off with here. Yeah, since Teferi is part blue, exactly, it can't target Shifting Ceratops, which is quite fantastic. Of course, the Wandering Emperor always causes us pain and suffering. This will probably do it. Ah, that's unfortunate. Yep. Counter spells, killing for days. It's bound to happen. Oh yeah. You got the physical list, and it's just a fantastic thing that it came with the code for sure. So it's certainly not a total loss having those cards. Protections and stuff. Perhaps facing so much control, maybe that's started to be more of a common thing, just to help against Rakdos midrange. People are playing more control because it kind of sweeps things, counters all their stuff. Perhaps that's a little bit of a pivot, perhaps. Perhaps. Certainly cut Ripjaw. I was thinking of 2 Domris. Space-wise, I just got them. But 2 would be good now that I think about it. Don't need Primal Might. Yeah, I think I might add the 2nd Domri after I'm done here tonight. It's hard to say. Product distribution, I think, has been kind of wacky. Certainly with COVID, has kind of hard to judge for sure. But, you know, 2019 product, the fact maybe that there wasn't, you know, the use of that code for Arena, that's why it was sitting there. People didn't really want to buy it, unfortunately. But it's still worth selling just because you do get the physical cards. Ooh, we got the Carnies. One of them. This is good. Can't fatal push a pillar. That's what I say. Yep, Lair of the Hydra. Gotta be. And Tamiyo Safekeeping, because we can target a permanent, a land, artifact. Pretty fantastic that we can save Pillar of Origins if they did want to target it. But we got a Carnage Tyrant. You can't counter that. Hopefully they don't have a board wipe coming up. They only have 1 source of white, so they can't go Supreme Verdict. Hopefully they didn't just get it. Nuts. I jinxed myself. I always jinx myself. Alright. This Marauding Raptor is not dying. Ever. That's a fact. Huntmaster, that will die. Field of Ruin? Well, I guess I could save it with Tamiyos. You know what? Let's make it a creature. X is 1, yeah. Tap itself for a green to play Blossoming Defense to save it. Okay. I'll let that resolve. I didn't want to expend 2 more saving spells. But we drew it a Sinister Sabotage, which feels pretty good. Yeah. Looks like they want to do something to Marauding, though. No, not today. Yeah, I think after this, I might just slap in Heroic Interventions. The rank's pretty good. I mean, it's been interesting tonight. 2 nights ago, I think it was, I faced 4 Rakdos mid-range in a row. That was very weird and interesting. Tonight, it's been pretty much all counters for days. Speaking of counters, still having a good time. Always having a good time. Take the fairy down a notch. If they were thinking of bouncing Marauding Raptor with it, they won't do that. That's probably going to do us in. Lyra Dawnbringer. Lyra Lose Bringer. Loss Bringer. Lyra Nightbringer, because anything with creatures, well, it's good night for the opponent. Yeah, that might be it, especially with Lyra having lifelink. See what we draw next turn. Carnage Tyrant would be pretty satisfying, I think. This is the third one. Azorius Control, won against, lost against Esper Control, blue, black, and white, and then this is the second Esper Control in a row, which is very interesting. Well, try and save it. They probably have a counter spell. Yeah. We stomped that Azorius Control too hard. They had to set us back a notch. That's alright. I got some ideas for updates. Something to see Carnage Tyrant a little bit more often, because that seems to be the ticket. Oh, potentially from Ikoria, if you ever go into 3-color dinos, Tamer, you have Ketria Triumph, blue, red, and green. Could be something to consider. Some of the Apex dinos, Aluna, Apex of Wishes, is Tamer colors. A big flying dinosaur, 6/6 flying trample. Something to consider. Other than that, Perugra, the Macro Sage, 3, and a blue and a green, or blue and a green. Potentially, yeah. I've tried Zakama a little bit. You have to really go hard into the ramp side of things just to be able to cast her, but it is nice. Versatility, taking out creatures, artifacts, enchantments, gaining life. I've always wanted to do that. I think cheating out Zakama would probably be a little bit better. That's always been my thinking, though. I played it... Oh, when did I play it? I played it at some point. Can't remember when. It all blends together. I have like 660 videos, more than that. Something like that. Definitely get this Ripjaw down. This could be some pretty explosive ramp coming out, though. Primal Might, hopefully, should take out somebody big, I would think. Hopefully it's not Questing Beast. Yeah, Regisaur Alpha, we might just get the Queen coming up. That would be good. Ouch. Possibly could have pressured Kiora a little bit. That would have brought him down to only 4 at the moment. If they do play a land, they'll have potential for 6 mana. Cavalier of Thorns, we got him. Whew. Alright. They don't have a lot of interaction, it's just mono green ramp. Sometimes that's scary, but dinos, they can be scarier. Bam. Good stuff. I have used Rotting Regisaur, absolutely. When it first came out, of course, the classic pairing of Rotting Regisaur and Embercleave, an 8/7 double strike trample. Nasty, nasty stuff. And I will be revisiting Marauding Regisaur. It's a classic Jund Dino variation, basically the only one that makes sense. But one of these nights coming up, saw the Ghalta and they're like, peace. They said nuts. But seeing what it is, Storm's Wrath. Yes, please. Cut the single shifting again. Shifting Ceratops being the 4 toughness. Dies to the 4 damage of Storm's Wrath there. Lots of, well, some little creatures. It's going to be nice taking out the accelerators if we can see a Storm's Wrath early enough. And then probably finishing off Planeswalkers, Kiora. I would assume Karn is in here. Other Planeswalkers though. Nissa, who shakes the world, making their forests into creatures. That's going to be good, taking those out with Storm's Wrath. Might not need Tamiyo Safekeeping. I don't think they have a whole lot of targeted interaction. Yes, I did see that Jund list. Yeah, I definitely might tweak it at the very least again, adding this Tamiyo Safekeeping for a little bit safer of a time. Yeah, let's keep it like that. Hopefully a nice early Storm's Wrath. Sweep them, slow them down enough, but knowing what it is, this could get nasty. Ooh, that's pretty good. Llanowar Elves, I never expected that from the deck. It's definitely nice that they have Elvish Mystic now as well. Super nasty starts. This is getting bad. Well, we'll go with Huntmaster just because Pillar of Origins doesn't help us cast Huntmaster. We'd certainly be naming dinos for that. They got potential for 5 right now. Just a classic mono green ramp. It's not strictly elves. Voracious Hydra, that's going to take out Huntmaster. Nuts. But we got more lands. We got more Huntmasters. And I hope they don't have more fighting stuff. Would be pretty funny taking out Voracious Hydra with Otepec Huntmaster. I might just do that. Yep, there's a couple Hydras. Voracious certainly can be quite nasty. Pretty fantastic. Ooh. I mean, it might just be it for us. Now we'll go Huntmaster, just because it's cost reduction. Technically better than the single mana Pillar of Origins there. Take out an elf. We certainly weren't likely going Primal Might next turn anyways, so might as well make some use out of it. Not blocking. Oof, there we go. Regisaur coming in hot. Hopefully that's a land in their hand. Maybe. Oh yeah, definitely. There's more Hydras. Well, maybe not. Oh, that's not good. That's taking out Regisaur Alpha, unfortunately. So maybe I should bring in Tamiyo Safekeeping or Blossoming Defense perhaps, knowing that they have Voracious Hydra as interaction. Well, we're dead. We are done like dinner. Yeah, I want some protection now. Yeah, let's go super protection. The Voracious Hydra, they could also have Primal Might. Mono green ramp certainly making good use of all that extra mana with something like this would be, well, not a surprise to see. I'm going to cut Pillar of Origins just because they don't have a whole lot of interaction early on. There's no fatal push, nothing like that. And I got to make space somewhere. Keep Domri. Actually, just 3 Blossoming. 5 total protection thingies. Hopefully does the trick. I'm keeping that. Nothing to play early on, but the double Storm's Wrath. I think it could be good. Oh, play more elves. You know you wanna. I mean, not draw a 4th land. That would suck. Kiora. Fourth land. Fourth land. Fourth land. Oh, they untapped the wrong thing? Maybe? Or they got another Wolf Willow Haviland to put on the forest. I think they might have misclicked there. Okay, yeah, they do. And, oh, 4th land. 4th land. That's not a 4th land. Next turn. Next turn we'll get the 4th land. I can feel it. It definitely is. Storm the Festival. Hey, we were talking about Storm the Festival. Certainly a good payoff. Mono green ramp, easy to cast that thing. We're not winning this one. Yeah. Well, that was quick. That was quick. It's almost been 2 hours now. My goodness, I've had so much fun. I guess we could look at blue things. Other stuff, definitely. Yeah, let's take a look at Ikoria. Again, not a whole lot in there. Dino related. A decent amount, actually. Right, dinos from Ikoria. Aluna, Apex of Wishes. I've considered a Huatli deck, yeah, definitely. I have all the Huatlis. I wish we would get a Huatli that was red and green, though. We got the 2 other combinations, green and white, and red and white. But no green and red. One day, I bet that's going to happen. But yeah, Luna, very interesting, exciting potential there. Mutating it, you get some non-land permanent. Hopefully it's a nice big dinosaur. Usually mutate, you lose bodies. It's kind of bad whenever they counter the thing or kill that mutated creature. So you're not completely down 1 permanent if you just straight up played a Luna Apex of Wishes. Possibly a Godzilla deck. Again, I am happy they added the original art for Zilortha. Unfortunately, you have to spend wildcards if you already have 4 copies of this. That doesn't make sense. I think they should have just given it to us for free. Quartzwood Crasher, very good. Labyrinth Raptor. I haven't used this. Hey, got to go. That's alright. Hopefully you can fall asleep and your losses don't haunt you too much, kind of like Labyrinth Raptor could potentially haunt the opponent. Nightmare Dinosaur. Scary looking art. Yeah, I've been thinking of doing something with this. That would be pretty nasty. Menace matters, dinos. Whenever it's blocked, players sacrifice creatures. Something there. Haven't quite figured it out yet, though. Snapdax, oh, that guy is always scary. Double strike, when it mutates, deal damage to a creature or planeswalker, gain life. Menace dino deck, yes. There's something there. Gotta be something there. Kruga, again, fantastic potential to draw lots of cards. Yeah. Lots of goodies, lots to consider. It was very fun tonight, not as many hits, a little bit more misses, but that fantastic match against Azorius Control. Menace double strike dinos, that's the ultimate menace to anybody, I think. Man, that'd be nasty. Alright, well, Heaven, Ben, everybody else, Solar Updraft, watching right now. Later on, hopefully you have a good night, a good morning, a good evening, afternoon, brunch, lunch. Get some good sleep. Do your dishes. Do your laundry. And remember, there's always room for improvement. Yes, talk to you soon. Peace.